Hi guys, it's Les here over in West Yorkshire. Thank you very much indeed for joining me today. Well, today we've had two little parcels come from China. I said China, actually one of them's not come from China, it's come from much closer to home than that, but it's originated in China, let's put it that way. So we've had a small parcel and a slightly larger parcel. Now I said that this one didn't actually come from China, and that's because this one actually was sent from the Netherlands. That's right, it's Netherlands Post in Schiedam in Netherlands, and it must have obviously come from China to the Netherlands, from the Netherlands to us. So that's very interesting. There must be some financial benefit of some description for that to happen. But nevertheless, that's what's come. Now I think I know what's in that, based on the fact that it's come from the Netherlands, and I was expecting it. Now I've also had a small parcel, and I think I know what's in this as well. And I think these are sets of earrings. And you say earrings? Well, it's because AliExpress and all these other Chinese shops and marketplaces have got such a vast range of small, cheap to buy items that are good quality, normally, we'll find out shortly, that make excellent presents for people, for kids, for your mums, for your dads, uncles, aunties, all this for very, very little layout. So a little bit of present goes a long way, that's what I always say. So let's find out what's actually in this. Now then, I'll tell you when these were posted. The earrings were purchased on the 22nd of April, and what is it today? Today we're on the 14th of May, so that's 14, that's 22 days-ish. So it's quite a while in arriving. It was free post again, and again that's the difficulty with free post. You want it free, well, it's going to be cheapest that it can possibly go then, isn't it? So it's a wonder it hasn't floated here across the sea. But nevertheless, it has arrived. So we're going to get inside this. Now what should be inside it is some 18 karat white gold plated Mona Lisa and emerald earrings. There should also be the same ones but with multicoloured stones in, and there should also be the same one but with blue stones in, as well as the cubic zirconia. So that should be interesting. So I'm going to, I'll just show you the page on this and show you the range of this particular earring, because it comes in all different styles and not different colours. I'll show you what's available from it, and then we'll talk about it and I'll unwrap this. Right, so that's what it looks like on the website, so let's have a look inside this. Well, like I said, it's just coming in the straight little padded envelope. It says on it 3 items, nothing particularly interesting about that. China Post, small packet by air is what it says on it. And this is what we've actually got arrived. We've got a little bubble wrapped packet and some earrings. Absolutely fantastic. Now actually these look pretty good gauge. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that you can see live, if you like. Zoom in a bit more. Yeah, you can see them. So they're pretty, I mean they are packed pretty loosely, but that's what you would expect. You know, if you want a box to keep your earrings in, then you best get yourself off to the market, because this is not the place. But that's what we've got. Let me take these out. I'll have a look at the blue ones just to show you. Now, straight away, they do actually feel quite weighty. There's a good weight to them. They're not cheap tinfoily kind of material. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? And the price. Now, this is a Mona Lisa type because obviously that goes through your lug hole, but this bit clips off that pin like that. Can you see that? And then your lug hole goes in between, and then that pops back on like so. Absolutely great value for money. Look at that. Hey, like QVC this, isn't it? And these were $2.95. Let me just show you the other set. This is the set of multicoloured stones. Now these look nice as well. Let me show you that. Look at that. Same fitting. Very, very nice indeed. Lots and lots of colours in that. And finally, I'll show you this this green set. Oh, this is the just a plain diamondy set. Look at that. Hey, like a diamond mine. Now, I mean, to be fair, for the amount of money that these things have cost, I really don't know how they've been able to produce them for that kind of money, let alone post them as well. I mean, it's not cheap material, you know. It's not tinny. It's really looks quite thickly plated. Actually, it's smooth. There's no sharp edges, but those stones are absolutely fascinating. I know somebody who's going to absolutely love them, and we'll get Mother in shortly when I look at this other packet and see what she thinks to them. I'm absolutely no doubt she's going to love them. Anyway, the purpose of that little demonstration is just to show you how much you can spend or how little you can spend and get some really nice stuff. The entire packet of that was only $12, and that's for 3 sets of them, and that's including your post. So that's about £8, £8 for 3 sets of earrings all the way from China. Did take a while to come, but you know, you cannot go wrong at that. So there's some more of these little trinkets, we'll say, little blingy bits. I've got some more of that stuff, kind of stuff coming, because it fascinates me how they can actually produce that for such a small amount of money. It's beyond me. It really is. It really is. So anyway, I'm going to move on with that. They came from. I'll just tell you who they came from. They came from a shop called. I can't find it. I'll tell you in a second. It is called FeiLang Jewelry Factory, and it's mainland China, and there's a link in the description. I think there's a link on screen there as well if you wanted to go and check them out. They have got all sorts of products on there, really fantastic stuff at really amazing prices. So anyway, that's the first one. Now then, the next parcel I've received is this one. Now this, it struck a chord with me because when I saw the photos online, I'll just put this up online so that you can see it, and I'll just talk you through the actual page itself if I can find it, because you can never find it when you're looking, can you? Here we go. Now this is described as a high quality anti-spy full band signal bug RF detector camera laser lens GSM finder wireless signal detector, all in one word, all in one sentence. That's the title of the product, and I'll tell you what it does. Well, I ordered this on the 28th of April and it was delivered on the 14th of May, which is 16 days, which is not bad considering it's gone all the way to the Netherlands and then over to me. Price of this was $37.99, which is about £26.50. And it's used for, you're going to love this, it's used for, you know, if you forget the Chinglish, because there's a little bit of Chinglish going on here, you know, but some of the words I'm not sure what they mean, but I'm sure you can find it out. Right, detect whether your car or office wireless eavesdropping device installed, chant. Detect whether the phone tapping or chant standby gains transmit signal out. I don't know what that means. Detect whether your car chanting eavesdropping device installed, GPS tracking, GPS tracker. Detecting your working environment, residential buildings have rooftop base stations, so radiation, so detects that. Don't know what that's going to be. SMS send and receive signals to detect signals from the mobile internet, mobile phone, signal switches, detects wireless network signals, cell phone base station signals, wireless surveillance systems, field strength detects leaks and other household appliances such as induction off the magnetic radiation, hazardous to your health, living environment to detect whether there are suspicious cable knolving environment, to detect whether there is killer phone, the strong radiation, detect more subtle 508 GHz candid camera wireless, wireless eavesdropping, wireless monitor signal, check the hotel, toilets, hotels, entertainment venues, locker room, wireless pinhole camera, business negotiations, school examiner places, factories, military facilities or government agencies prevent eavesdropping, withdrawals in the ATM machine, movie theatres, concerts, art galleries or museums, anti-wireless candid camera, purchase of buildings, whether the first detection of electromagnetic radiation which is harmful to human health. So it does all them things. Now, what got me is the picture. When I saw the picture, I thought this is just like something out of James Bond from the early 1970s, you know, or late 60s, early 70s. Looking at it, that's why I did it. So anyway, while I'm unwrapping this, which feels like it's in bubble wrap, by the way, I'll just show you the page that I purchased this from. Right, so we're now in the packet, or just about in the packet. Well bubble wrapped as you would expect. And we recycle that. Now then, this is what we've got. Zoom in for you. This is what we've got, look. I don't know what it says, because it's all in Chinese or Japanese or whatever. But it's the CC309 model on the back. We've just got the that, and that's about it really. So let's have a look. What's in this? Oh man! See what I mean about the James Bond? Oh look! Just take that out. What else have we got in here? Looks like we've got a charger of some description, power adapter, and a DVD or CD. Some description. There we go. Hopefully a driver. So, have a look. So this is the device. Look at that. Look. Got a little aerial on it. It's that did it. If that's not just James Bond, I don't know what is. It's that aerial that did me. I had to have it just for that. Now then, you look through it, and I'm seeing it red, but when I'm looking through it, it's not red. Wow, that is very, very different. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that aerial back, and then I'm going to put a battery in it, and see what it does then. Now, of course, you don't actually put a battery in it, do you? Because that's why it came with a charger. And the charger I've attached, it just goes into a straightforward port on the side. Now, I've got one of the two-pinned chargers, plugs on the end of it, which is obviously either an American or perhaps European, I'm not too sure. But either way, what you will need is one of those little power adapters, you know, the travel adapters for your two-pin prong. So once we've done that, you've charged it up, little blue light comes on to indicate that it's actually charging. And here we go. So this is the device. So it's supposed to be, effectively, it's for detecting mobile phones, recording devices, little hidden cameras, lasers, things like that, as well as RF transmissions, all sorts of things like that. I don't really know why I got it, other than I thought it looked absolutely choice with that little aerial, very, very James Bondy. A little bit Star Trek-y, the original series. So that's why I got it. So there's not very many buttons on it. There's a button at the side that's got the symbol of like two lightning strikes, which is for the LEDs at the back. There's an on-off button at the side here, and that actually also changes between it buzzing, because when it finds something, it'll either buzz at you, bzz, like your mobile phone does, or it'll beep at you. So you can have it on sound or buzz, but you can also put the earphone in it if you want as well, just in case you want to keep it completely silent. So, and there's also a little wheel on the side. That wheel is, what do they call it? A potentiometer or something like that, and it's basically, it turns it down so that it either increases or decreases the range in which it can find things, so that you can turn that down and hone it in. Do you understand? So you can turn it down, make it narrower and narrower and narrower the field that you're looking for, and then you'll find the device. That's the thing anyway, that's the theory. So anyway, let's turn it on and see what happens. Turn it on at the side and it goes blue on the screen. We've got the power indicator, which is a full charge now. We've got the symbol for a speaker, which obviously means it's going to make a noise. If we press the power button once more, it changes to another symbol, which is like a mobile phone with two zigzags down the side. That indicates that it's going to buzz at you instead of making a noise. It's going to vibrate. So let's put it back on sound. At this side, on the little zigzag lightning strikes, what you do with that is you push that and it lights the, what they call the laser LEDs at the back. Now what you're supposed to do with this is then look through the central hole, and it says that if it sees any cameras, it'll be lit up bright. Well, I'm not seeing a great deal of stuff flashing. The only thing I'm seeing flashing is the reflection of the bottles on the wall. I'm looking at the camera now and it's not doing anything. The only thing I can see flashing is the lights that's coming off this. It's a reflection light. So I don't really know what that's for. So let's just turn that on. But you can actually keep it pressed and you'll notice while I'm pressing it, it will speed up. I think it's got faster. Now I can do it again and speed it up again. Keep it pressed. And it's got faster again, you see. So now we're really flashing. So I can take my finger off and look round. And again, what I'm seeing that's lighting up in the screen, if you like, it appears to be the bottles of liquid on the wall that's lighting up. And it's like it's reflecting the light back at me like a cat's eye. Same thing with the camera. The only thing that's lighting up is this. Now then, would it work with the mobile phone camera? Let's have a look. Let's just stick this on record. Well, it's not doing it. It's not showing me anything. I'm not seeing any difference with that. So I don't really know what that's supposed to do. Let me turn it off. So I've turned that off. I don't really know what that's supposed to do. Something's beeping. Now then, if I use this aerial, when I touch it, it's picking that I'm something, must be something. Anyway, let's pull it out a bit. So I'm going to extend my aerial. I'm going to turn this potentiometer wheel down. Now, if it's beeping and you've got it at the lowest, which it is at the minute, what you've got to do is shorten the aerial a bit. So I'm going to put one section in, and I'm going to put another section in. Right, so now I think what this is picking up is the radio mic, which is on top of the camera, and there's also another one just on the side of me here. See? So it's definitely picking that up. And with you, did it pick it up? Let's pull my aerial out a bit because you're a bit further away, aren't you? That's you. And that's this one. So it is definitely working with them two. I can hear it. Now, what's it doing with my mobile? With my mobile phone it's picking it up as well. Mobile. Mobile. So that's definitely working. So let me turn this down again. That bit is definitely working. The other bit, I've got absolutely no idea really what that little lens is for. It said something about it'll let you spot lasers. Well, it just so happens that I've got a little laser. So I know it's working. So I'm just going to look at it through this. Well, I'm not seeing any difference. I mean, I know that the laser is actually lit, but I'm not seeing like a line or anything to indicate that this is seeing a laser. So I don't really know. So let me put this laser light on at the back, see if that does it. And fire the laser again. No, that doesn't make any difference at all. I'm not seeing anything. So I don't really understand what that bit is all about. This effect with the little lens. No idea what it's for. The instruction manual doesn't really tell you what that's for. It tells you to look through it and it tells you it's going to see things. It tells you that they're going to flash, but I'm not seeing any of that. I have actually got a little wireless camera. I thought, well, let's try this then. So I'm going to plug this camera in. So this is exactly the type of camera that this is intended to be able to let you find, isn't it? You know, if somebody secreted this on a shelf or whatever. So let me just plug this in. Right, so this camera is now on. Well, it certainly seems to be picking that up, doesn't it? Let me put it over here. It's picking up that. But is it, am I going to see anything through the window? Not a sausage. Not a sausage. So let me turn that laser thing back on. Anything? Well, I am getting a bright flash, but I think it's effectively just the reflection of the bright light in the lens element, you know, because it's got multiple lenses, and so it seems to amplify the brightness of it. So perhaps that's what they mean when they say it indicates a bright light. It's perhaps using the camera's lens as being the thing it's picking up on. So let me just turn the speed of this flash up by pressing down that zigzag symbol. See if that's made any difference. Yeah, I suspect that's what it is, you know. I suspect that that's why these bottles on the shelf that you can't see, I'll just turn it off. What you can't see, I can see. And I suspect it's the lensing effect of the bottles that's bouncing that flash back at me, in the same way that the glass lenses or plastic lenses in a camera's lens would bounce it back again at me. So I suspect that's what that is. That's an entire guess, of course. But the point is, that's what it is. Now, if it's something that you fancy, if you know, I suppose it will help you find that, you know, transmit. It certainly does that. Now, this is effectively a bug, isn't it? Because it's only, you know, not a bug because I know it's there on my table. But the microphone itself is only like this. It's a tiny little thing. Now, you could easily see that, you know, somewhere, and this is definitely picking that up. I've got it on vibrate at the minute, and it's picking it up definitely. Turn it on to sound. So it's definitely working with that. So it does work in a sense. I don't know if it's going to be worth 26 quid, but there you go. That's what it is. It's a fancy little thing. Very, like I say, I really got it because of the design of it, and that aerial tickled me to death. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. It was a really quick one. Just those couple of packets that arrived in the post today, and I thought I'd share it with you. And again, this thing here is, like I said, about 26 quid over at AliExpress, and there's a link in the description where you can get that. Perhaps you can tell me if you know more how to operate this thing, because this, like I said, the instructions are in Chinese, and the English bit is in Chinglish, if you like, so you can't really make any sense of it. So anyway, that's that. So if you enjoyed the video, folks, don't forget to subscribe and get another video in another email as soon as I do a new video, and you can watch it at your leisure. In the meantime, take care. I'm off for some lunch.